All right, guys, so today I'm going to show you the plan that I have to drop 30 pounds in the next 45 days. So that's 30 pounds in 45 days. I'm currently doing a 10-day water fast. After the 10 days, I'll break, refeed, and I'll do another 10 days. Now, calories. Let's talk about calories and how much calories I'm foregoing in this fast. To lose 1 pound of fat, right? We're required to be in a deficit of at least 3,500 calories per day. All right, or every 3,500 calories that you are in short of, you will be able to drop a pound. Now, my goal is to drop weight. Body fat, muscle, a little bit, doesn't matter. It's to drop weight for a specific goal that I have. We're first going to look at how much calories that is in terms of amount. So 3,500 times the amount that I want equals to 105,000 calories is what I need to forego in the 45 days to get those results. So in order for me to get my results, I need to have a deficit of 1,500 calories. Let's now talk about the 10 days of fasting that I'm doing and what that has done. So 10 days fasting, right, at 3,500 times 10 days, looking at about 35,000 calories that I'm getting for the 10 days. Now let's speak about how I work out how much calories I've been having over the last, say, 40, 50 days. So my weight when I started this challenge or this fast was 220 was my starting weight. I've lost 5 pounds now. I'm at 215. So I've lost 5 pounds in 3 days. That's really a lot of the carbohydrates, which is glycogen stored in my liver and in my muscles, being used as an energy source. So it's not real efforts of fat as yet. It's just really pulling on the storage that my body has to use. So what I'm going to work out now is how much calories I was having to have gained the weight. I was having a total of 4,000 calories per day. I'll show you what it would have been for me to have maintained my weight, which would have been my weight times 15, which is basically 220, which is where I started, times 15. I would have been able to maintain my weight at 3,300 calories. This marker is really gone. Sorry guys, really trying my best here. So 3,300 calories, but I was in a surplus. That's why I gained the weight of 4,000 calories. That's how much I was actually having. So still, if I'm to maintain a daily deficit of 3,005, I would only still have only 500 left if I was to minus the amount. Well, 3,300 from 4,000 would leave me 700 of calories that I could have per day to maintain this 3,500 deficit per day. So fasting can drastically help to, do a lot of healing for the body, but you can really take a large chunk, 35,000 calories out of the budget of the 105 in 10 days. Now, if I fast for another 10 days, it's safe to say that it will be another 35,000 calories, which will be a total of 70,000. So I budgeted for 2 10-day fasts in this 45-day period, right? And I'm going to take that 70,000 now from the total, which is what I'm working with for the goal, which leaves me 35,000 left. I have 35,000 to play with in a deficit over the next 25 days, because out of the 45 in total, I would have gone 2 10 days fasted, which takes me up to 70,000 calories. So what am I going to do for the next 25 days? I'll be doing various refeeds and I will be able to have calories so I can continue my training. Now, it's very important that I maintain the calorie deficit to get the 35,000 over the 25 days. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide the 35,000 that I would have left, and I'm going to divide it by 25 to get a daily calorie amount. So I'm going for 35,000, which is the balance left, and I'm going to divide it by the number of days, which is 25. This gives me a daily average. These pens don't work. Sorry guys, really sorry about that. An average of 1400 calories per day I could have for the next 25 days. In order to guarantee this and train, I will only have refeed days every other day. So I'll have one day no food, which will then technically allow me to have 2800 calories, which is 1400 times 2. So the more days you go without food is the bigger the deficit that you can get. So it's very important to pay attention to creating the right deficit for the amount of time that you're going for. Your fingers covering the lens. So I'm going for 45 days, right? 30 pounds. I've broken it down into a situation where I get every 10 days of no food I can get 35,000 calories. 10 days of food gives me 70,000 calories, which gives me a balance over the next 25 days of the 45 to have another 35,000 calories. Those are refeed days. I'm prolonged fasting to speed up the recycling of the energy that I want to use that I have on my body, but I'm also wanting to train and get to where I'm going over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. So the final goal, which I will reintroduce you guys to after this one, after the 45 days, I'll have another 15 to 20 days that I'll add to drop another 10 pounds. But this will be done whilst I'm training 7 days a week. At the moment, I'm doing very low level training, which allows me to still fast and to not feel lethargic or feel where my body is breaking down. So I'm operating at a zone 2, zone 1, where I'm doing walking, I'm lifting weights like dips and pull-ups and various different mobility stuff in the lower body. I can still do the basic. Once my heart rate doesn't skyrocket, the demands won't be as much. So there you have it, guys. A lot of people want to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain time, but have no plan. And if you have no plan, which shows you the budget of how much calories you need per day, or how you can use fasting to potentially help you to drop the weight and train intermittently, then unfortunately you will not get the result. I've worked with thousands of people who say, I want to lose 20 pounds and I want to lose it by next month, but there is no plan. This shows you how to plan. If you need help with planning how to drop this type of weight, easier ways than this. We can do 1 day on, 2 days off. You can have no fasting whatsoever. You can have high volume foods which still allow you to eat every day. It's just that this particular setup works for me and I know how to utilize it to get the best outcomes. DM or comment, right? Fast or plan if you would like information